I just looked at the next who we're playing next, and it's actually the Wizards, and at home. So I'm pretty like, well, in my opinion, you don't need to rush anyone back for that game. I mean, every time we've played them, you chuck Isaac on Beal. Somehow, Beal just can't get around Okoro. And then Mobley or Allen
And
should do the job on Kristaps, I reckon. And then you've got the aim. You just got to make sure their role players don't do anything special.
I think Bill is out, isn't he? I thought he was out for the remaining of the season.
I don't know. Oh yeah, he
'Cause,
is, isn't he?
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I don't
So
know
we
what
don't
the
have to.
Wizards are doing, bro. What are the Wizards doing? What's their attack here? Because they traded for Kristaps. I don't know what's going on there.
I think they hope. They hope is that they did enough in this trade deadline to make Bradley Beal consider resigning
Yeah.
an extension here in Washington. Because realistically, they're not contending this season.
No.
That was not the goal. Their goal was to let Bradley heal up, and hopefully this player Kristaps Porzingis shows enough talent that excites Bradley Beal, where he might say, you know what, I try it next season because I feel like if I'm fully healthy and he's fully healthy, maybe we can get into the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Also with Kuzma, assuming
player.
Kuzma can still be as good alongside, and then hopefully Thomas Bryan can get back to going. Denny, and hopefully they can get Rory back in there. But I think that's the gamble they're trying. I do believe they low-key Bradley Beal may actually extend there.
Yeah.
I think that is a very high probability, honestly. But
I think they desperately need. Dude, I reckon the Wizards have one of the deepest teams in the league. The amount of role players this team has, they need to 100% move on from some of these guys because, like, KCP is a very good player, right? Very good player. But KCP is also taking minutes away from Denny Avdija. He's taking minutes away from Rui Hachimura. All these guys and Corey Kispert as well. All of these forwards that they wanted to develop and just like have been taking bench roles this season because other players have taken their job. And I feel like, yes, I know some of these guys will be in free agents, but I feel like at the trade deadline, if they really wanted to go in and they already brought in Kristaps, I actually reckon they should have looked to try and see if they could have brought in another max player, like a max point guard or someone like that, and offered up like 3 solid role players, a first round pick or two. Then you would 100% guarantee the signing of Bradley Beal as well. And you could have looked at something there.
Honestly, I think that might still be in play, actually. I think that may actually, because obviously I don't think they would have been able to do that this trade deadline. I think, which is why I kind of think this is their gamble. Their gamble is if they was able to get KP, Bradley Beal would be happy enough to, in the offseason, say, hey, I'm going to extend, which I think may and may not, because they talking about Don and Dame and all these players might be want to go somewhere. And if Bradley Beal says, hey, we already got KP, we got, I'm a hooper. We add you to this East, in the offseason, I could take a little bit of a pay cut and we can bring you here. Because Washington, like you said, they got the young talent and they got essentially all of their picks to acquire a star talent. I think that's still in play. I think they can still do that. They got the contracts. Like they got the right amount of contracts with Thomas Bryan and, young talent. So I think that's still in play.
My worry is, though, all of those players are free agents now. Because they had this opportunity on trade deadline, but Bryant is a free agent. KCP is a free agent. Those are the two like big role players that I thought they would have thrown around. They've still got some young players here and there like Isaiah Todd. I wonder if going into free agency, I actually believe they will try and trade Rui Hachimura because he's not going to progress taking a backseat behind Kyle Kuzma. It's not going to happen. And if you can do a sign and trade of KCP and Bryant and put them on 10 million each, and then you've got Hachimura on like 6 million, you've got 26 million there to match up with a star, right? And there will be point guards available. One player who I would try and talk to I actually would wonder, would Kyrie Irving be an interesting guy for the Wizards? Because I don't think he'll go. I don't think he'll leave. But could he be an interesting guy? Think about that, though. Irving at the point, Beal at the shooting guard, Avdija at the forward, power forward, you'd have, what's his name? Kuzma, center KCP. What do you think?
That would be an entertaining team to see in the East, but that means a lot of stuff went wrong in Brooklyn for that to happen. Yeah. But that would be a dominant team.
What are the chances of happening?
Quotation.
Pretty slim, right? It's just out of the.
I say like 10%. I give them the benefit. I say 10%. If it wasn't for Kyrie's relationship with KD being so high, I would probably, because I don't see. I think they all in. Yeah.
We'll have to see how Kyrie plays, because by the time this podcast comes out, he'll be able to play home games, I think. But if he's not playing great and he's still got issues with the team and still wants to play basketball, dude, Washington would give him a max contract, 2 stars to play with, a solid core. Why wouldn't he consider it? That'd be a team that he could keep an eye out for.
Honestly, I wouldn't even, if I was them, if Washington really wanted to avoid drama, because I feel like no matter what Kyrie do,
he's gonna bring drama.
Media's like, he's gonna bring drama. It's just media just do not like Kyrie Irving.
No.
I think if Washington really wanted a guard, right, I think I would immediately hit up Portland and see what is the price for Damian Lillard.
Wow.
And I'm giving up anything and everything to get Damian Lillard.
Hold on.
Bradley Beal.